Hey folks, how's it going? RedMaster, and welcome back to the episode of Ranked with Red, where today we are taking the Dino Awaken deck list through the rankings and seeing where it will end up. Now, before we get into it, this is the first Ranked with Red that I have done since the major reset that happened earlier in the month of June. Meaning, this deck is most likely not going to be its usual ranking. Instead, dropping far lower down to the triple digits of stars, much like every other deck has been. If you're a little confused, as a quick recap, all decks were reset to a 0 deck rank at the end of the May season, so the beginning of June. And because of that, decks obviously placed a lot lower than they usually do. Most people did not break 1,000 on some of their, usual high ladder deck lists. So it's a bunch of chaos right now, and I figured this would be a good chance to showcase some other lists into the spotlight. Lists that we have not seen ranked on this channel because they're a little more jankier. They're really not at the highest level of play, which, a lot of my decks were at the time, and so all the matchups I would get would be against, opponents of that high tier variety. Not to say that the decks would not have totally worked, but I just didn't want to run all that jank per se. And so we'll be doing a bit more of that, of course, in the future. But for now, we're going to work with what has been working, in a sense. This is a fairly newer deck to the roster for sure, but I kind of want to give it some love, kind of want to give it some showcase here on the channel. So that's what we're going to do. 5 games, of course, as always. So let's go ahead and get into game 1 and see what exactly this deck can do. All right, and we're in game number 1 with not a bad start. I probably actually could have kept that hand for the most part now that I'm looking at it. But this is, I think, still fine. We have coin plus dojo, so we could do a greedy turn 1 dojo into turn 2 Masuda. That could generate us some early draw value and really get the ball rolling if our opponent would like to check in. No, looks like he doesn't want to check in. That's unfortunate, at least for the opening moments here. Well, he's here now though. We'll hit him with the greetings. I am gonna go for the dojo here, coin turn 1, so I can get some additional value out of the Masuda. Normally I wouldn't do this, but I'm kind of feeling a little risky today. And our opponent is going to hit us with a manfish in response. That's fine. I'm going to try and sneak out the Masuda here. Hope it doesn't get burned off by turn 3. Could have an early blue fire, though. Although, if he has blue fire, maybe should actually go for the dojo, because that'd be a more prominent target to cut off the draw. No, he's got backstab, though, which was hella rude. Also, not really going for the kill, which is interesting. I'm going to go ahead and put the Magmasaur out, see if there isn't more removal. Very curious on why he didn't engage with us when he could have last turn, but it is what it is. And there is... Oh, God. I'm going to lose to Keeper Bum Rush. I doubt it. Man should be able to just pop Magmasaur with the Manfish, move in with Keeper, potentially summon whatever he gets off of Keeper, because there really is nothing... Okay. Alrighty. That's how it's going to be. So, completely wipes away all of that. No, that's totally fine, my guy. That's just great. Gonna have to use the Headwood here, but defensively, try and defend against the Keeper. I can kill the Keeper with... Okay. I'm gonna lose to the deck with Flame Combustion Stun Grenade. Oh my god. I needed that. Jesus, man. I mean, I don't want to give him any more. Oh, that actually sucks ass. Alright, well, let's fear it back. not like I can do a hell of a lot for reasons. All right, my man absolutely passed on nothing. Probably could have done that afterwards. Or, well, no, I couldn't have. This is the route that gives me more value. He's gonna have things next turn. It's a little gross, but it is what it is. If Mordok is in my future, then you deal with it, I guess. Very ominous that he just decided to pass and do nothing with Keeper. That's more damage. It's more damage, more units he could have gotten. I don't know what the hell my opponent decided to do, but here we are, and it's quite a way. It's quite a way to go. All right, my opponent's finally made a move. He played the Wraith that he got a while back and sacked it to hit my T-Rex. Great. I think I saw what he was trying to do there. Trying to sneak in some damage. That way the sacrifice could hit face. Did not work out, I think, the way that he wanted it to. I guess I'll put this here. I mean, I don't really think it makes sense, but we'll go with it. I guess we'll go with the Shonen too to kind of end this game quickly. 7 damage for 9 gold is doable. You've got a lot of things like Incinerate, Flamestorm, all of which could be in his hand for all we know. I mean, we saw the Flame, we saw the Stun Grenade. We saw options. We absolutely saw options. But, I mean, unfortunately, if it's not 7 damage directly out of the face here, I mean, we know he's got 3 potentially in the Horseman. There's a Vampire coming down, popping off a baby. That is going to get moved by the T-Rex. Lumberjack going to get punted as well. Again, fine. And, yeah, that is going to be a game over for my man here. A little awkward for our first game. Thought we were genuinely going to lose to the rush aggro, whatever the hell this was. But unfortunately, our opponent kind of fumbled the bag just a little bit there. I don't know if there was something on his end, if he had issues connecting, what have you. I have no idea. But folks, that being said, game 1 in the books. Let's go ahead and jump to game number 2. All right, and we're in game number 2, swapping out the Headwood for the Imp. A bit of a better start here. We do have the Blue Fireball. We do have Masuda as well. A lot of early game options here, which is really cool to see, especially against the green-yellow, which we could be seeing School, in which case Blue Firebolt is going to be crucial for popping School of Knowledge before it gets out of hand, if that's the case. Again, I really don't know what we could be seeing here because of how diverse the ladder has become as a result of the reset. We're all on this even ground with one another, and so you've got your usual ladder regulars, the leaderboard, the top 100, etc.'s, going up against people who haven't really cracked that line, might be newer to the game, and it certainly has caused a bit of chaos. But it is exciting. It is exciting to see what exactly, what chaos, comes out of things. And we'll see a Flying Books from our opponent here on turn 2 with the help of that coin. And that's fine, I guess. Besides to block for the Imp, we can trade, but nope. Looks like he's gonna kind of hold it off to the side here. And that's fine. We'll see if it can damage the castle with the Imp, land for 5, and force him to trade with the books. Giving him the draw won't be the best, but it'll be something that we kind of just have to deal with. So we will get another copy of Imp out, and we will also run the Lumberjack up top to keep it out of the range of the books, and we'll pass on that. Alright, opponent's going Guardian. Alright, not a card that I see often, but Guardian will be great to actually take out that Lumberjack and kind of force a moment of, or not actually, what am I talking about? Nothing's going to happen to the Guardian, because it will tank with the armor after all. We'll see if maybe the Imp can snipe it off, maybe. Looks like it will be able to. Love to see it. I'll go for the armor here, landing another 4 to the face. Seems fine, forcing him again to interact with us. Then we can follow up with maybe Dino Rider or Masuda Blue Firebolt if that combination is deemed necessary. Don't think so, realistically, but we never know. The yellow greens can have a dangerous late game arsenal, things like the Frog Prince, Genevieve, Caraxus. Annoying things like that, which our deck doesn't necessarily do well to get rid of. There's a knockout, gonna pop our Mischievous Imp. I mean, it does take a lot out of him, though. Take a lot of resources out of him. So we'll go for a Dino Rider here. Again, play it more aggressively, I would say. Just so we can get in some more damage. Force him to respond to us maybe a little more awkwardly here. Maybe contemplating murder, but realizing that we are a bit out of the murder threshold. We'll see if that's the case here. Wizard. Gonna be the card up next for us to deal with. Again, blue Firebolt in the hand, gonna be very easy to kind of get rid of that. Plus, we can follow up with the Masuda just for more potential damage and maybe even lethal at that point. So we're gonna go ahead, get the Masuda out, blue Firebolt this Wizard here, put the Dino Rider in our opponent's back line, and push for potential lethal here. Now, unfortunately, if he does get rid of the Masuda, we won't really be able to get lethal, but our opponent will surrender anyway. So, of course, that'll be fine with us. So, folks, that is, of course, game number 2. Very quick, very simple, and we can move on to game number 3. All right, and that game number 3 happens now. Unfortunately, our hand is not looking the greatest for it. I had the Dino and the Magmasaur, which would have been a great combination, but we don't know what our opponent could be playing here. It's best to kind of swap away the Dinosaur Nest, especially in the early stages of a matchup here. So we're going to ignore that for now, and our opponent will open with a Lumber turn 1. That should be fine for me. I'll put the Magmasaur up here to avoid the potential of goddamn Storm Strike. We'll see if our opponent wants to rush in the Lumberjack for that 1 damage. I mean, we could pop it with Magmasaur very easily. Honestly, I would probably take it. It's free damage after all, but again, if you want to, you know, save the body for something like maybe Reanimate, it's also pretty important there. Or we could just keep things where they are. I guess that's what we're gonna do. Lumberjack, move in. Oh, move awkwardly. All right, sure. Sure, we could play the move awkwardly around the board game. In that case, let me go ahead. I'm going to be pissed off there's a freezing pillar in that man's hand. But we'll see. Put the Imp up. I'll put the Magmasaur out to be a bit more threatening here. He did not use his coin, so worst comes to worst, we could do like a Winds of the Nord thing, but again, seems doubtful. Our hand is an absolute mess, by the way. Headwood right is literally our only play. Woof. Okay. That seems about right. Ooh, that is a bit of a hit there. In that case, go ahead and do a little bit of the bob. We take opportunity where we can. Unfortunately, we're going to have to pass on this next turn here because we have virtually no play we can make. The Headwood sitting in our hand here will not exactly work with the scenario we've got turn 5. So if he moves in the Living Vines, we might be in a little bit of danger. We'll see. We will see. Out now as well. Gonna be a great diversion for the Headwood. Hoping that maybe we can clear board potentially. Oh, so what if I write again? Okay, that clears that. Clear that. I guess we should kind of move in and trigger, yeah, trigger the Might on the flower. It's not impactful, but at least doesn't kill us. And that'll move up 2. Don't do anything there. I think I'm going to pass on that. Kind of sucks that we had to use both rights here for no real damage. I mean, we got rid of Vine, which could have been a dangerous threat under the Might of the Minotaur, but Still not great. It is what it is, though. We do have things like Shodan and Mordok to kind of carry us back into the matchup. Winds of the Ice Sea. Alright. That will be a way that we lose our Headwood, which is not great. Alright. You know what? I guess I'll just Shodan here. I mean, I'll pop the Sunflower. We take a lot of damage, but more importantly, we don't die. So that'll be good. I mean, hopefully the Bald Man will save us. Oh, maybe the Bald Man will save us? Bald Man moment?
You gotta go bald, man. Oh,
alright, so with Bald Man, we smack in for some big damage. We'll follow up with Mordok. Hopefully that'll do some good things. The fact that my man had to pass on this was not ideal for him, I imagine. There is Beastmaster with Bear Hogs. My man could have a Mystic Journey for me with that Beastmaster, but he should focus on clearing. Yeah, Shodan above all else. It's kind of awkward, though. Alright, Bear Hog will be stationed for a bit of defense here. Again, makes sense. If I could draw maybe Dragon's Fire, that could be funny here to kind of clear the board, get us into face with the Mordok. Not going to be the case there, unfortunate. Do get a big Wraith, though. Wraith pull is huge. I guess I'll just follow up the T-Rex here. A big chonker that's going to deal 7 points of damage. Probably should move that all the way up to force Mordok in. But actually, no. My man's got Chain. He's got Lightning. We don't want to put anything together. Pretty dumb. Yarm Giant gonna be the card that comes out. All right, a little bit chain shenanigans here. It's not great for us, but I think that might be just game over. Actually, you are a mage. That actually is just lethal right there. We'll do it the funnier way though. Pulling the right off the top. Leading T-Rex in for some chomps. And that will be a game number 3. Again, not ideal, but hey, we got another win. Love to see it, and we will move on to match number 4. Alright, and game number 4 underway. I have to remember what game we were in. It was 4, I promise. We are looking pretty good in the opening hand, mind you. Lumberjack, Dojo, Masuda, all great cards, and Blacksmith, of course, following up here for turn 1 is very nice, very juicy. Love to see it. We'll see how our opponent's going to decide here. He is on the play, so it is going to be a Master Thief from him. I see. Very peculiar. I'll see if he wants to make a trade here. I doubt it. Unless he's got some way to boost that health. Turn 3 or turn 2 with 3 gold. Might retreat it. There's no real point in putting Master Thief into Lumberjack. It's just a bad move. Well, we'll see. And maybe if I speak it long enough, he'll no, okay. Or he does! He manifests the play that we lead. Oh, shit. I guess I'll just put Masuda out to block for the Thief here. Seems that our opponent's doing a lot of the potential ramping. Oh, yeah. A lot of potential ramping here. Estate plus the treasure from Elvish Thief here. Excuse me. Blah. That is going to be 6 gold. Turn 4 could see a Minotaur maybe, or a what do we call it? Griffin. Okay, I was very underwhelmed. Okay, I continue to be very underwhelmed. My man did all that gold work for books, Dragon's Horde. Sure. We don't know, man. We don't know. It could be a big move out of him. I'll go double Dojo for now, setting up for our potential Headwood turn 5. Realistically, he's got to clear the Dancing Swords off my face ASAP. I mean, my man just needs to get rid of it. Yeah, Mordok, that's a good way to get rid of it. Oh, that's a great way to get rid of it. That's a little disgusting, not gonna lie here. Might as well just put... Oh, shit. Might as well just put... Oh, thanks, Lom. Fucker. Might as well just put the headwood up here, I guess, to do some kind of damage. It's a little risky. He'll probably definitely pop a dojo with that Wraith. Oh, John V for follow-up. My man's got the chonkers out now. This is what I was worried about. Decks like these usually have some hefty chonk support. And we are seeing it in action. Holy shit, that is not where I needed you to go. Guess I'll do this. Put this to block as well. Force the Wraith down. Use the headwood as kind of a defense for the dojo. T-Rex to block face from Genevieve. It's the worst thing I could see right now. Maybe a Lumi to kind of clear out this little block that I've got going. Maybe. Okay, I'm gonna push the T-Rex out of the way. Not really a big deal. Another estate going down. My man wants his monies. And a priest, which, again, seems fine. Do this. Do this. We'll do this. Clear that. That was literally the best card I think I could have drawn right there. The baby dino to give the T-Rex just enough of a boost to kill off the Genevieve without wasting too many resources. We love to see it. We definitely love to see it here. Problem is he's got some decent follow-up with the paladin right there that I cannot completely stop. I'll put you over here, put you over here, put you over here. Probably pass on that. So Headwood gets a little in his face. The paladin gets pushed down and out to a bit of a more awkward position here, and we'll throw it back to him. Thankfully, this school deck has not really popped off. There's a Minotaur. Sure, Priest can probably clear this now, which might be the go-to. Yeah, Priest will clear that, supposedly weakening the T-Rex. Oh no, oh god. Which is not really a huge issue. Paladin being kept away, alright. Good play there. I'll follow up with the Master Thief going over there as well. I'll follow up here with the Rider, giving us that +2/+2 there. And I guess I'll just follow up with more globals, right? Everyone loves more globals. Fiora does make it a little awkward for me to push all of this in at the same time, but it'll be what it is. It's not a huge deal. So yeah, Paladin gonna clear off the T-Rex, makes sense. We'll use the Lumberjack here, popping the remainder of that Paladin here. See if I can pick up another dinosaur for this nest, though, because that's actually really nice. No, not really, but I'm still going to use it here, creating a bunch of cheap little boys that'll run out at my opponent here. He's done with the respect. My man is not having this. He is going to peace out of this game for another win for our dinosaur boys. Love to see it. And I believe that was game number 4? Yeah, it was game number 4. So we got one more to go. Let's see if we can wrap it up here in one more matchup. Game number 5 coming at you right now. All right, and game number 5 is upon us, folks. Not a bad hand to start ourselves off either. Well, okay, maybe could ask for a little bit better. I got right in the opener. I got Dojo, though, too. That's pretty good, actually, as our opponent is running red-yellow, which means could be seeing a lot of burn. That won't be fun. It'll be annoying, but it is what it is. gonna push in the Magmasaur here, see what that gets us. Our opponent's probably going to run the Priest behind the Lumberjack to pop it, but that would leave him open to Magmasaur. Alright, going for the Altar play. Interesting. Don't see Altar very much nowadays, but hey, we will accept that as we simply pop the Priest and move everything away, just in case there's a Blaze, and then we will Dojo up here, I want to say. Yeah. We'll Dojo so that way we can get some more value out of the swords and Imp in our hand for some draw. Hopefully he doesn't burn it off right away, but one can only hope. Ooh, and that is a Cleric. It's a bit of a spicy boy, not going to lie. Guess we'll just push the Magmasaur back for now. I think it'd probably be crucial for us to keep this boy around because his swarm will start to build up. And Magmasaur has great potential at just removing swarms with that explosive area effect that he's got. Yeah, there's going to be a pass there, which is fine. I'll put it to face the Cleric. We'll do a little bit of a bop. Bop. We'll get the Imp out as well. We'll pass on this, I believe. Okay, there's Disintegrate. I say not wacky, and he clears off my guy. Excuse you. Rude. Alright, it's fine. Burning off a zombie is cool with me. I mean, I guess we can just follow up, right? For the most part. Can put another sword down, Dojo in the back corner, run it up. Again, more awakening value, or at least that's what we're going to try and get here. The issue is, though, he's in turn 7 with a Knight out on the board. We don't love to see it, but trading the Flame Prince, we do love to see. Oh, no. My man wants to defend his properties. If I can draw a Headwood right now, that'd be hilarious. Okay, game. I get it. Speak and I shall receive not just a Headwood, but an additional Rite of Awakening for our troubles. Holy shit, that's too good. I'm sorry. That's just way too hot. Oh, yeah, please. You give me all the U-snobs you want. I'll admit, that was a dirty play on my part and a dirty-ass draw. 100%. Oh my god. Alright, gonna heal his castle. Sure, we expected that. It's fine. Bold of him to just put the, oh shit. That's probably not the direction we should have taken. Yeah, that's gonna be game. Jesus. I'm not gonna hold, I'm gonna end it. I'm sorry, man. That was absolutely brutal. That single draw changed the game. Holy moly. Alright, and with that, a clean 5-0. Maybe not the cleanest, but, yeah, it is what it is. And 960 our rank. 40 off of a 1K initial ranking, which is, not too bad. But you see what I mean, folks? Decks, of course, not what they used to be, as the rank reset has hit this game very, very hard, making things very, very different. But overall, I would say the deck performed quite well. There were some spotty moments, especially like game 1. That was potentially our first loss right there with immediate loss, excuse me. Not the deck's first loss, but you guys know what I mean. It was a little scary, but we happened to push through, receive 5-0, and be compensated for our troubles. So with that being said, I think it's about time we close this video. So let's go ahead and do that right now. Right, and with that being said, folks, another day, another Ranked with Red completed, and another 5-0 for a deck. Love to see it. I'm not sure how often we'll be seeing some more 5-0s here on the channel, considering the position that the ranked ladder is in. So it's definitely wild. It certainly is wild, and it's going to be very, very chaotic and very fun for sure. But folks, I do hope you happen to enjoy this video. Definitely want to do more ladder videos, maybe some ladder challenges even, now that the field looks a little bit more fun. But yeah, let me know what you guys think of today's deck list. Leave your thoughts on the matches down in the comments section below. If you did enjoy, be sure to like the video, share with your friends, and of course subscribe if you're new or haven't done so already. Subscribing is the best way you can show your support of the channel, after all, at no additional cost to you. So friends, that being said, of course, this is the last look at the deck list for this video, and we will catch you next time. So until then, stay gaming.